Hello and welcome in the School of Mystic. My name is Stephanie. I'm born and raised in Switzerland. So I'm sorry about my bad English. And yes, we are standing here in a little forest in Switzerland. Yes. And I just had the idea to do a really short video why I'm calling myself a mystic. Yes, if I said before, we are just having an identity because we need one, because other people need an identity. We have an identity because other people give us an identity. So I was thinking about, because a lot of people ask me, but what are you? Are you a healer? Are you a master? Are you a teacher? So what are you? So I thought, I think a mystic would match, because I am a searcher. Since I'm a child, I had questions like, what is real love? What is the sense of life? What is the sense of my life? Why I'm here? And as I explained, I was kind of a lonely child. I was the youngest of 3 siblings, and no one really had interest to play with me. And in school I was bullied because I had red hair and freckles. And so I spent it from child on a lot of time in a forest like that with my dog, talking with spirit, talking with fairies, with angels, with power animals. I was in a totally other reality than other people. I didn't grow up religious. I would say I grew up occult, because my mother, she was born in Scotland in the Highlands, and she had an old knowledge about runestone, tarot cards, rituals, stuff like that. And because I thought I'm kind of crazy or totally different, and I was not really accepted, and I always had some problems with rules, especially in school. I thought, why should I have to do that? It doesn't make sense. I just had a totally different kind of thinking. And I also couldn't hate all these children who really bullied me hard. I mean, they walked over my body, they slapped me, they invited me to birthday parties just to hurt me and have fun on that. But I couldn't hate them. I felt sorry for them. Yeah. So I was searching for answers. I was not specific searching for a God. I was searching for answers why I am the way I am, and is that reality what I feel I am in that reality, and it's true. Is it true? Does it exist? So I went, I think when I was 17 to 23, I was invited in an esoteric spiritual group, and I was a part of it. It was a worldwide community, 5 years. And I was learning everything about masters and angels and archangels and healings and channelings and teachings and. But I didn't find the answer, what I was searching for. I mean, it was cool because I found people who was living in the same reality like me. I felt happy. But then it started to get weird because I was a psychic medium since I was a child, and I could channel everything and everyone. And it started to kind of, there was so much teachings. So you connected every day with different kind of spirits and masters, and they started, these voices started to tell you what you should eat, what you should drink, what time you have to stand up, stuff like that. And I thought, why? I want to learn to be my own master. That's why I'm here. So I quit. And the searching started again. I went into a Tibet temple, and I was living there with monks, and I was learning about meditation, and I learned a lot, but I didn't find the answer, my answer. It was kind of the same. Why I'm sitting here meditating 10 hours a day instead of getting a clear direction in how can I become my own master. In fact, I didn't know that word in the past, but I want to be enlightened. I want to be a master, my master. And so I went into a Christian group, a free church, and I studied the Bible, and then I immediately connected with Jesus. So I will call him my spiritual master. And I learned a lot, but I didn't find these answers. It was like, and then I studied the Kabbalah. I was looking into the Quran. I was studying the religions a little bit, and I found those books amazing. But they were speaking actually always from the same things. But for me, it was more like books for philosophy, because you could look at those books in 1,000 different ways. And I also found out that a lot of people are practicing religion and they study those books, but they don't understand them. Simple sentence. They don't understand. And I did. It was easy for me. So I was coming to a point I hardly gave up on searching for an easy answer, an easy way. Easy is the wrong way, the wrong words, but I don't know how I should explain it in English. Yeah. So I gave up on searching for a few years, and I started to work with psychology. I did a psychology coaching, I studied that, and then I thought, no, this could be, it's not just the brain, you know. I thought, no, that doesn't match. And then I did that and this, and I learned hypnosis, and I was into books, and I always searched, but I didn't found. And then I think I was really giving up. I was giving up on life. And I started to think, why should I be here? I started to think on suicide every day, till the point I did it. And then, I survived, otherwise I wouldn't speak here. But I was for more than, I think it was 27 hours, I was unconscious. And in this time, I was in the world what I was seeing, feeling, smelling. You could say it was like a paradise. And I saw the angels, I saw spirits, I saw masters, I saw the 12 elders. I don't want to go too deep in it. And I understood that it was not time for me to die. That I am absolutely normal. That in fact what I saw is reality. And that the place we are living in, this 3D world, is just another kind of reality. A reality of the 5 senses built out of the 4 elements. But I was not my body. And that's what I always felt from child on, that there was more. Yeah. So next, I was invited from a friend to come to Hawaii. And yeah, of course, that was just yes. So I took my child, my 2 cats, and I went to Hawaii. And I was sitting there on the beach, and there was an older Hawaiian lady. It was a black sand beach on the big island, Hawaii. And she asked me, so why you came to Hawaii? What are you searching for? And I was looking in her eyes, and I could see so much light and love. And I knew she was a special lady. And I told her, I think I'm searching for God. And then she smiled and she said, no, you're searching for yourself. Because if you don't know who are you, if you are not searching and find yourself first. No, she said, you have to find yourself first And when you find yourself, you will find God. And that sentence, that was like a lightning. It was like a lightning breaking through. And then I asked her, how can I find myself? And yes, of course, she was a Hawaiian. She was a native Hawaiian. And we started to pray. We started to do Ho'oponopono. She learned me Huna, also my friend. And I was in a totally different world. It was like yin and yang. Switzerland and Hawaii is like yin and yang. Yeah, and then I found myself. And I came back to Switzerland, and it was a pleasure for me to show other people what I learned. So I built a little Huna group, but I had to give up on them, on that group, because I had the feeling they didn't understand what I'm talking about. They just want to have, most of them, they just want to be healed. They just wanted to have that aha moment, and now I'm awake, now I'm enlightened. But that's not the way it works. And then I spent 2 years now, a little bit in isolation. And was searching for something very simple I could do for you out of all my knowledge for the last 40 years in my life. So I put something together because there is a lot of interesting teachings out there. And I put them together in a 4-step program. And they're fun. They're different, but they're fun. And yeah, I'm working on that, and I will soon present more about that. And that's why I call myself a mystic. Because I was not searching for a God. I was searching for myself. The inner truth. I was going the inner way. And that's what we have to do. So I hope you are on board with me, and I wish you a lot of light and love. See you next time. Bye.